everybody, and welcome back to the Realm of Vasten. And we're doing a special Tory episode today, and I am joined by some other folks. Hey, other folks.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so the voices in the room are Old Gray Man, AJURY, is that right?
AJURY,
and Callus, and Juxie, Iron Man. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Good.
So I said last episode how I'm kind of we're ending the Vasten guest membership program because it's been such a roaring success, and it was something I was thinking about doing an episode or season 4 rather, and I just thought, you know what, we're still a ways out. This is going so well, and it was a nice test. I wanted to be cautious by bringing in 6 or 7 people all at the same time, you know, and it's just been so good and worked so well that I just want to make it full time. So hey, welcome new full time Realm of Vasten members. Juxie and AJURY and Old Gray Man.
Hey,
thanks.
Hey. Thank you.
We're excited.
So,
Yay.
and there's also a few other people here who couldn't join us tonight. But these guys, they're going to keep working on AJURY because it is in desperate need of it. So we're going to be doing a 2-pronged approach for the rest of this season, and then going forward, go back to sort of just one giant build team. But it'll be gianter than it's been in the past. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, so are we. We're looking forward to it.
So, Old Gray Man, we have recorded this a couple times. Now this is stab number 3 at this Tory episode. The Minecraft gods have not been kind, but let's give this a shot. Why don't you take us around to show us what you guys have been working on?
Okay, barring no server issues this time, let's. This is our Adventurers Guild, and Edgy built this.
Another new member.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Edgy isn't able to join us right now, but you know we've got a nice map of AJURY in here.
Oh, that's nice.
And we pop it off, make updates as we're lining things out, and put the pieces back into it.
This is, I don't know if you guys, you know, if you're watching this now, a lot of new people have come on since when we did this, which was back in season 1. So, a lot more new eyes are on this. If you remember what AJURY was before, it was very sort of meandery. It just kind of wound around through the forest. There wasn't much of a plan. It was very unplanned, and basically this is our tree museum. So if you don't know what AJURY is, this is the home of the Arbor Druids, which is actually really important for this season, given that the Frost Druids split off from them about 1,000 years ago or so. And basically you build a bunch of trees, and you build them all custom and in survival and everything like that. But then after you build a tree once, we can use structure blocks to fly it in basically anywhere we want in the world, which is a really nice way to make huge giant forests and all that kind of stuff. It's one of the very few things that we do in creative. Full disclosure, we do it in creative because you have to for structure blocks. So there's no way to use those in survival.
Yep.
Anyway, disclaimer said. What's going on over here in this past this gate? Looks very scary.
Actually, this leads to an old abandoned mine, and Edgy put this up. We had talked actually about making this temporary storage hall down there, but that just hasn't worked out, and we haven't moved anything in yet. But yeah, nice. It's just mainly for aesthetics now. This whole place is just all for aesthetics of the survival mode or the spectator mode button. Right.
Yep. Adventurers Guild is where you can go if you are in if you want to go spectator and just take a look, or adventure mode. If I know one of our old members used to let his young boy play with us, and I was fine with that, but also they wanted him to be in adventure mode so he doesn't break the world too. So.
Right.
Awesome. Well, take us around.
So real quick before we leave, if you remember the map, the roads, we got 6 roads going in different directions, and each road kind of represents a type of tree that will be around the road. So like if you wanted oak, you would go to the south road and look for the oak trees around the south road. And each road goes in the direction of one of the points on the 6-pointed star in the sky.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, yeah, we should say that too. So some of the things were kept, like the old burnt down world tree and the new world tree sapling have been kept because they're very important to lore, and the magic thing up in the sky, which is basically the Arbor Druid's power glyph that's making this little sapling become a giant world tree, right?
Yes.
And that's powered by 6 totems, one of each wood type that we have in vanilla Minecraft. Like we've always said, lore-wise, if it's in the game, then it's in the world. You know, like if there's 6 kinds of wood in the game, then there's 6 kinds of wood in the world. You know, we don't try to make up new stuff. So to explain the 6 kinds would be this totem thing.
Right.
Cool.
So over here is the new dock area. Before, AJURY was accessible by boat, but the boat was way out there in the ocean. And it was a little haul to get in, so we've brought the boat in here, actually twice. The boat that's out there in the middle of the lake will be chopped. We'll bust out the axes and go choppy on it and get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see.
Genius must have moved this boat in to get it so perfectly lined up and situated in this dock without destroying the dock, using structure blocks and some amazing work with structure void blocks. I don't know who it was, but wow,
Yeah.
what a mind must have gone to work on this.
Obviously a pro.
Fix.
It's in my last episode, so anyone who's been paying attention saw the dramatic moment when I didn't blow up the docks like I kind of thought we might happen.
Oh, that's what I did. When I moved this in, I accidentally moved it right into the middle of the mountain you're on. So yeah, I blew away the docks.
Yeah, much to Dove's chagrin. I had to rebuild this twice.
Yeah. So here's new docks, and I Am Dove is one of our members, and he's built this up.
Wow, this is really
did a
nice.
wonderful job. Yeah.
Wow. That's so interesting with the different levels and turn different ways, and the leaves underneath, so you see the grass pointing up. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah. I had talked to him about that, and he was commenting that only with the pack that we have from Germsy is that really possible.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah, but I mean we'll always have this because that's not even Optifine dependent, actually, the bushy leaves. So
yeah.
We'll always have it. Even if we go to a snapshot.
You have another building in here. Yeah, just something small.
Oh yeah, this is really nice. It's interesting. The the Arbor Druid sort of housing theme that I kind of came up with was 3 different colors of terracotta, which signify each sect of the Arbor Druids, and then also generally like kind of grassy, leafy, naturey roofs and stuff. And this is better than anything I came up with. That's really nice. I love how random and ramshackle it is. Super cool.
Yeah. Now, over there, you'll see the front part of a building. That's another Edgy building that is being worked on. Edgy's taking a little break right now. He broke his wrist.
Oh,
so, once that gets healed up, they'll be right back on it.
What's that gonna be?
That's going to be the Builders Guild.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to have all of the block states out here and everything.
Nice.
That's specific to AJURY.
Right, exactly, yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. So, but Jimway, you want to show them the roads?
Sure.
Yeah.
Got fly? We can fly, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to, or are we staying on foot?
Well, I generally think tours are better on foot, to be honest. Because I think you get perspective. I generally fly way too much on tours, and I don't think it's as good, to be completely honest. Because you build a place that looks good when you're walking around it, and sometimes you lose scope and scale. So I wouldn't mind standing on foot unless we have to fly to get to something.
No,
we're good. So the 6 roads, the one with the bridge right here, that's the south road, goes towards the dock.
That bridge is a work of art. That's really, really great.
Thank you. I got a lot of inspiration from JerryCraft.
Oh, I can see it. I can see that. It's like JerryCrafty in scale, That dude builds...
Yep.
Do you guys ever play World of Warcraft? And probably lots of other MMOs. When you're walking down the halls, you're like ant-sized in the halls, you know what I mean? Like, the hallways, they're not, proportioned for human size, It's like, they're proportioned as if you're, 1 foot tall. That's how JerryCraft sees the world, and I think it's really interesting, and that bridge kind of reminds me of that. It's super cool.
Yep, thank you.
Plus, the thing hanging down in the middle, I think you mentioned it before, Fix, was like the colors of
the
druids.
Is that the 3 colors? Because I cannot remember.
Yep.
That's really cool.
The red, yellow, and cyan.
Yeah, that stuff.
That's awesome.
So these big square plots used to be custom trees, but they're saved in another place, and we didn't want them here, so we'll move them to their appropriate road.
You know, I came up with the idea that they should be framed in these giant monstrosity wood frames, and I think the idea itself is not a bad one, but boy, did it not work out. It didn't look good, and I'm glad
it wasn't very natural.
No.
Yeah, we do have plans to terraform this out, try to get some of the original bumpiness of Minecraft kind of smoothed out some, and then more homes and more custom trees out here.
Nice. Yeah, love it.
Yeah. So this is the roads that we're going with out here. The red sandstone, the red sand brick.
A little bit of granite.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nice, and I like that you've changed up sort of the gravelly path walk sort of feel that we have sort of throughout the whole world to a more kingdom specific palette. I think it's cool. Good choice.
So Jux, I know you've been working on homes over here, and we've got some custom trees up in this area. You want to lead us up there?
Oh yeah, sure. So over here, which way? This way, I think. Yeah. So through the World Tree Sapling, I believe this is.
This is the burned down one.
This is the burned down. Okay. So this was okay. So you just walk through here, and here's some homes that I've been working on.
Oh, nice.
So just homes over here. Small little waterfall over here with a water mill. Quite small, quite quaint.
Oh, that's really nice. Really well done. Really, the dirt slabs add so much to these dirt sawed roofs too. That's super cool.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then a cranberry farm over here.
Juxie, this little tree by the waterfall is freaking brilliant. I know I go on and on about your trees, but that's so well done.
Thank you.
You're a tree master. I never ever in a million years would build a tree that's that like sort of hung over. What do you think of that, Callus?
I dig it for sure.
You just have an eye to see things in a different way. That's very cool. That's really well done.
I don't do custom trees, so yeah.
I mean, that's only like 25 blocks. You know what I mean? That's not like an epic build, but man, it's freaking nice. And from every angle, it's different.
Doing it.
You know what I mean? From like every angle you approach the tree from, it's completely different. Like that's just. Jackson,
but also really appropriate.
Well done, that's just really well done.
Thank you. But yeah, so here, this little house is actually, little. It's actually going to incorporate into some lore later on that I'm going to work on.
Oh, nice. I like that.
So, lore for this area. But yeah, so there's like a little cranberry farm over here.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Just wanted to use like a little bit of other food supply rather than like normal Minecraft. So, like no apples or something like that.
Right.
Like cranberries.
The red really pops, especially with the flowers too. Nice.
It does, and
I thought these were bearberries.
Everyone loves bearberries now.
And then I also use some coral. Don't know how I feel about it, but
I see the red fans down there. Oh, that's really cool.
So you know, it uses some realistic style to like cranberry bogs or something like that.
Now, you guys make fun of me because I can't do redstone, but did you make these fans with my redstone coral farm?
Yes, I did.
It's amazing, and I did it all by myself by following a tutorial step by step.
There you go.
So the yellow terracotta resembles planters, I believe. So I just wanted to make a planter house that farms this area for the cranberries.
That's perfect. That's good thinking and perfect. Again, I really love this house. I love how like it's not square too. That's really really cool. But one of the tidbits of lore that I did write a long time ago about the arbor druids is that the sects are basically completely separate. I mean, they live in the same place and they'll like greet each other, but they're like I mean, it's not like they're not on speaking terms, but they have basically no relations. Like they can't marry, intersect, or anything like that. Like they're really like 3 separate cultures living in the same town. So I think it's an interesting dynamic having like the red and the yellow right beside each other. Like I could see them just kind of nodding by each other in the morning and then continuing on their way. You know, it's a cool thing.
Yeah. And then over here, just some like little houses, right over here.
Yep.
Am I going the right way?
No, you're going.
I'm lost already. What's the green thing?
The green tent. That's like a tent for the Seekers. I believe they are called.
Oh yeah.
So,
cool.
So the weird thing about Minecraft and dyes is that for cyan terracotta, it's more like gray.
Exactly. Yeah. Terracotta's the weirdest thing.
I just wanted to resemble the gray, so I just used gray wool.
Yeah, I think that really works. Yeah, I actually, Pride and I went back and forth about it, where I wanted to redo all the terracottas to be more actual colors, and I was overruled by Pride and Germ, who are actual artists and stuff. So I'll take, I'll take that overrule, but I still hate it. I still hate that cyan is gray and blue is purple and all the different oddities of that.
Yeah, but some of these houses over here actually have some interiors.
Wow, I wouldn't know anything about that. Callus, you're an interior master.
Yeah, right.
Well, specifically a tiny interior master. Wow, and this is tiny.
So yeah.
Ooh, cheese and everything. Wow, that's next level. Juxie, you know what you should do is you should make people get poisoned and almost die whenever they walk into these small houses. Because apparently that's a cool thing to do, Sausage.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Awesome. Wow, all the nature around here is really cool too, especially if you keep making these super tight and everything. This is great.
Yeah, like, close knit and all that stuff. So behind this like little hamlet, I want to call it right now, because it's not like an actual town. There's like a forest.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've just been working on it with streams and
holy
some
cow.
videos.
Jux, this is like Criddle level of detail. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Criddle level of detail. That's like an actual scientific measurement fact. This is unbelievable. Wow.
So then over here is like more of a marsh swampland type thing.
Man, this is great.
We're kind of hoping that everything around like the new sapling will turn into about this idea.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Wow, very cool. Oh, you know something else too? I think I want to check something real quick. I think with the texture pack, I think there's a couple things that we need that I'd like to be consistent. Yeah, that one doesn't. Oh, that's not cobble. Cobble, I popped it in creative just for a second just to test something. Cobble will overwrite in, yeah, so terracotta will go into cobble on some colors, but some not, which is
yeah, it's kind of weird.
A little weird. We gotta. I'd like it to be consistent, and I don't really care if it has the overlays or not. But it'd be nice if it was the same for all the different terracottas.
Granite and cobble, isn't it?
Yeah. See, what is this? Is this white terracotta?
This is concrete.
Oh.
Because the white terracotta has like more of a grunge texture.
Okay, right.
I don't really want that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, if it's concrete, the granite would mix in with it, I think.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it for this area that I've been working on.
Let's take a look at the custom spruce trees that I've already flown into. Oh wow, that tree is amazing. Are you gonna save all these little trees? Because I want them.
This tree is ready to be saved. That's why there's like a giant pillar of red sandstone right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, cool. So
Dark Willow 1.
So, one thing I'm gonna sneeze. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. No, I got it. I saved it. So one thing about the trees, and I think I've said this, but just for video's sake, you know, I generally try to do like between 6 to 8 different variations of any kind of tree that we have. Reason being that I find that whenever I've done custom forests before, that's about how many you need to not see a repeating tree. You know, even with rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do like dark willows, that is super cool. Maybe you'd want to do like 6 or 7 more or so we can have huge amazing forests, you know.
No pressure.
Yeah. No pressure.
6, 7, a dozen. You know.
I mean, certainly as many as you want. But I feel like we've had when I did the fir forest, I think I started with only 4 fir trees, and you could absolutely see repeating. And then I went up to like 7, and all of a sudden you couldn't. So I found that that's sort of the sort of magic number for that kind of thing.
So you want to head over to the spruce pine trees?
Yeah. Let's go check this out.
I believe they're over here. But Jim, wait, they are up this way, right?
Yeah, if you go up the hill, the little circle.
Right.
In addition to all this work that they've done in AJURY, and there's some underground stuff that we're gonna get to here in a minute, but they've also completely cleared a guardian farm and dug it down to like bedrock, so it's ready to get like kill chamber and all that kind of stuff, just in their spare time, you know.
Yeah, that's what we do for fun, is dig big holes. So.
Well, speaking of that, that's okay. I've recruited some help for a couple of my holes. Someone's gonna clip that. Okay, so where are we at here?
We are where the spruce and pine trees are being grown.
Nice. For
built up
for use in like Solea and places like that. Ooh, this is a nice one too.
Ooh, well, yeah, wherever the future may hold. Yeah.
Nice.
Solea is specific right now. We have several that are up at the very top that we have already lined up. Believe you've grabbed a few of them.
Yeah, I think I've taken the one that has 2 trees in it. Is that this one?
Yeah, that's this
void
one.
blocks,
Yeah.
Like the drag about this thing is how, because we have to use void blocks, because I feel like Minecraft is opposite. I feel like void blocks they should function exactly opposite of the way that they do.
Right.
Like air. So if you don't know how structure blocks work, and you probably do if you've been watching my channel, because I've done it several times recently, but void blocks will prevent it from overwriting something. So if I save these trees and then I put them right beside another tree, and because they have these void blocks that you can see on my screen, then they will not overwrite that with air. But if I didn't have those, then they would completely overwrite anything within the big box with an air block, which is just odd thinking, but that's just the way it functions, I guess, in vanilla. And yeah, these are the 2 I saved. Yeah, 1 and 3.
Yeah. So we've got several more in the works, and we'll get some of these tinier ones copied up.
Nice.
So we have a good selection.
Yeah,
these
that's
are the destroyer of germs' towers.
Yes, specifically those 2 are the destroyer of germs' towers.
Yes. Behold, germs, what killed your tower?
I'm sorry. He doesn't watch my videos. He'll never see this, but I'm sorry, still Germ. All right, let's head underground and check out the work you've been doing at the vault. So what the vault is, lore-wise, is the vault is basically, one of the sects of the Arbor Druids is they're keepers, and they basically keep, like, this is a real thing in the world. I think it's in, like, is it Denmark or Finland or something? There's like a vault that keeps seeds of basically every living thing in the world, just in case of like Armageddon, essentially. And they keep it, deep underground, frozen, and all that kind of stuff. Well, so I thought, well, that's a cool idea. And with the Nether
Before
invasion,
you go down,
what's that?
Before you go down, Fix.
Yes.
We made a slight addition above.
Oh, okay.
If you scoot back here,
Okay.
take a look at your floating pylons.
Oh, I might be out of render. Let me see here.
Maybe pop up there and fly.
Oh.
Those are cool.
Oh my, did you guys put beacons on all of them?
Yep, we now have beacons in every single one of those.
This is more beacons than we've had in the first 3 years of this server. I think we've only ever had 5, I think, and here you guys come on for like 3 weeks and you have 6. That's amazing.
The power, that's what we need.
Well, that's really cool. And there you can see, since I'm flying, you can see the World Tree sapling. So this is the one that's going to be, obviously a huge, one day, a huge giant mammoth tree to replace that one, because that's like the source of their magic, kind of, is the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool. Wow. Well, I like these pine trees are new too, right? Up here?
Some of them are.
Yeah, because I don't think I had custom pine trees.
Yeah, I made those, I think.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I think so.
And actually, a lot of this is just it's not necessarily totally new, but it's been juxified, I think. Jux, did you do all this like acacia wood and leaves and stuff? This feels like you.
Yeah, birchwood.
Yeah. Oh, is that birch? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Well, let's head down the vault. So again, what the vault's all the seeds. So basically, it's a huge storage unit. Was the idea? My idea of huge was going to be a huge storage unit where every seed, every sapling of the world, just in case the Nether completely destroys and burns the world, then these guys would have the ability to come in and replant it. That's kind of the idea behind it. Apparently they felt that my vault was not adequately sized, and so it's been magnified, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a Mollis thing.
Yeah, that's Mollis appreciated your work, but said
you might want to go creative, Callus, to get a good view of this. That's amazing. This was not here before, Callus. This was just it was a big room, but it wasn't this big. It wasn't this big of a room.
It's kind of a small dig.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get a chance, look up at the ceiling.
So this is the exact reproduction, which I think maybe I had this, and maybe it's been sort of redone, but it's an exact replica of what was happened above. So the idea was that they got power from down here originally, and if you guys change this, that's fine, because this was never written directly into lore. But the idea was going to be they got power from down here, they beamed it up to the sky, and that's what sort of grew the sapling, But yeah, I really like it.
So we'll have some decoration. There's going to be a world tree laid out flat on the ground here. It will be see-through. And then in the ring area behind you, Fix, we'll have 10 individual pods with power trees that emit the power for the world tree.
Oh wow!
So large custom trees will be inside of individual pods and along the outer edge here.
Oh, that's super
cool. Then we'll have some little magical effects coming out of those pods into the center and then shooting up through the middle into the world sapling.
Wow, that's really cool. I love the lore aspect, and that's one of the things that I think draws people into this world is how there's so much story to the builds. Like, this isn't just a cool room. Like, a lot of SMPs might do a big cool room like this, like in a Nether Hub or something, But to have such storyline involved in why all these things exist, I think that is just kind of the difference. Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, I love it. I love every single aspect of it. Callus, what do you think of this?
It makes me wonder why I'm on the server.
Well, it doesn't make me wonder why these guys are. So I'm so happy to welcome sort of the VD crew and the ones who couldn't join us tonight, Dove and Mollis and all the rest on as full-time members. I think going forward, season 4 is going to be really, really amazing, and see what we can build all sort of together. We're going to have to think bigger than Celea, Callus, now with these guys on board.
Definitely.
Maybe two kingdoms next season.
2. Huh?
I've been floating it. I've been floating two kingdoms. No one's told me I'm insane yet, except for Crafting Mantis, who's right. She's right, but
I'm hearing a build off.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. No, I don't want to split the James. I don't want to go too deep into season 4 talk because you know, it takes things away from season 3. But one thing I'm thinking about season 4 is if we had 2 in 2 distinct biomes, I think it would be really nice to keep fresh, so you're not always in snow. You know, I feel a little bit like I'm just living in,
or like content.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have some green in my life after 6 months of this, you know. Well, guys, this is amazing. This is really, really amazing. I think that's gonna be my screenshot. Thanks so much for the tour.
No,
no
thank
problem.
you.
And yeah, we'll come back and check back in, you know, a day or 2 whenever you're done and show it off. All right, guys.
Yeah.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to all my friends. Everyone will be linked below. Everyone, including all the new folks. Old Gray just started your YouTube channel. Jimway, you're recording now too, I heard, right?
I'm gonna try to start putting out some material.
Awesome. And Juxie's obviously Juxie's a YouTuber too, so I'm gonna get all those channels updated. And please subscribe to all my friends. They're amazing builders, amazing people, entertaining content creators, and obviously just triumphant artists that I think you'll really enjoy seeing. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you hear background noises, because Cloutos is running around me in-game stomping on gravel. But thanks so much for watching, and again, special thank you to my patrons and my YouTube members for really making all this possible. You helped me pay for the servers, the 3 servers that we're running right now, and really, truly appreciate it. If there's anything that you want to see, and again, like I said last episode, patrons, if I owe you a house or an epic build or something like that, please let me know. I won't be offended. I'll be grateful that you reminded me. Thanks so much. I'll see you next episode.